Hello everybody! What's up, what's up? So I think this video thing is working a little bit better than the wordy emails that I was sending. So I'm still learning, but I think this is the best way to communicate to you. Just watch a short little video and then you're done for the day and you know what you need to do. So today we're going to talk a little bit about some tips for your nutrition, some Shakeology tips, some nutrition tips, and just in general what your first couple days might feel like. So first thing I want to start out is talking about your portion control containers. I've been getting some questions about eating out, and that's definitely something that is going to have to be up to you. It really is. I mean, when I did my first couple rounds of PIO and 21 Day Fix, I really cheated very, very little, and I only went, and I didn't really go out that much. The rules still apply. You know, if you take your portion containers with you when you go out to eat somewhere, there's no way that you're not going to know exactly how much you should be having. But then again, you also have to take into consideration added fats like butter and oil. So, you know, you can always order your vegetables plain with no butter or oil. You can always order your chicken plain, again, with no butter or oil. Order it grilled instead of fried. So there are some options, but unfortunately, while we're in this phase, this kind of beginning detox phase, we need to try to stay on track as much as possible and detox. Let me talk a little bit about that. So when you first start this process of good nutrition, a lot of water drinking, you know, working out every single day, your body, it's possible, might go through a little bit of a detox process. And what I mean by that is you might feel actually more tired. You might have headaches. You might, you know, lack energy. And this might last for a couple of days, up to even a week, some people say. But the reality is the more toxic the environment is that you're putting the Shakeology and these good nutrients in the fruits and vegetables that you're going to be eating, the more toxic it is, the worse the detox is going to be. So, you know, that's why I said go ahead and throw away all those things in your pantry. Go ahead and, you know, you're not watching your portions yet, maybe. You're not looking at your nutrition so closely yet, maybe. But, you know, if you just get rid of that temptation, it will make it so much easier come Monday instead of just kind of going cold turkey into it. And then there's the issue of caffeine, right? So a lot of us, we like to have that extra energy boost in the afternoon, maybe with a Diet Coke. Maybe you do have coffee. Maybe you go to Starbucks. Maybe you drink a couple of cups of coffee in the morning. I do drink coffee in the morning. I drink about a half a cup to a cup of coffee in the morning. It's not for the energy. It's just because I like how it tastes. You know, I just love drinking coffee. Some mornings I pour myself a cup of coffee and it's, you know, still there at noon because I'm a mom and I didn't have time to drink it. But I will tell you that you will have more energy with this Shakeology drink and with your fitness routine that you're going to be undertaking. So, you know, if you want to have that cup of coffee, I'm not going to be upset with you or anything like that. But, you know, just keep in mind that you don't want to be dumping like a whole bunch of creamer, a whole bunch of sugar, anything like that. It's really going to take away from the overall calories that you could be burning. Another thing is with the Shakeology, you need to make sure that you're looking up recipes. Shakeology has no added sugar, no added sweetener at all. So it can be a little bitter if you just drink it completely by itself. Something to think about if you don't want to add any kind of like fat or yellow container or anything like that. You can add like cinnamon. That's really good with the chocolate. You can also add like nutmeg. You could add vanilla extract. I mean, there's like free things that you can add to your Shakeology if you're like really running low on those portion containers for the day. There's a million recipes out there for Shakeology. I'm actually going to send some of them to you, or I might just include them with this email that I'm sending you, but you need to kind of do your research as far as, you know, what you can do to change up the taste. Because obviously drinking chocolate Shakeology for 30 days is not that bad, but drinking chocolate Shakeology for 260 days is, you know, can get a little monotonous. So, you know, you want to look into what you can do to make that Shakeology work for you. You know, I personally just tried this cinnamon bun recipe, which was like honey and peanut butter, vanilla extract, cinnamon, and almond milk. And it was amazing and delicious. So, you know, just kind of do some research and see, you know, what is going to work for you in the long run. Another thing is the milk portions. So if you look at your Beachbody Guide to Nutrition that you got with your Shakeology, this is also, I believe, available on the nutrition tab under 21 Day Fix. But whenever you add milk to a Shakeology drink, this is what is going to count for that milk. So you can see, like, obviously if you drink almond milk, that's going to be a better choice than if you drink the 1 to 2% low-fat milk, because you don't have to use a yellow, but you do have to use a whole teaspoon instead of a half of a teaspoon. So something, you know, you can play around with this. It obviously changes the taste. I personally use almond milk. I love almond milk in my Shakeology. I think it makes it really smooth. Another thing is you might want to invest in a blender. Adding ice to your Shakeology can change the taste and the texture of it drastically. I'm a big texture person. Like, I gotta have that little bit of like smoothie texture to my Shakeology. So I would definitely recommend getting a blender or like a NutriBullet like I have if you don't already have one, because just drinking it with like ice is really just going to be more like a milk drink. And some people do it like that, but I personally, I need it to be like, it needs to taste like a smoothie, you know, it needs to taste really good. And then the last thing I want to talk about is drinking water. I cannot stress this enough. You have to be drinking water, like a gallon every single day. I know I said this in my last email, but when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling like you cannot continue with this diet anymore, it's just way too much, like you need to have something to eat, you know, you're starving or whatever, the water is going to keep you, you know, from giving into that temptation. It is really going to fill you up and keep you satisfied for much longer, and it flushes out your system. It keeps your skin clear. It's just water, 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 water as much as possible. And you know, if you want to mix something in with it, like Crystal Light, you can. You know, those have artificial sweeteners. I wouldn't highly recommend it, but if you just cannot drink straight water, you know, try putting lemon in your water. You know, there's a couple different options that you can do. So I'm really excited to get started. Tomorrow we're going to be talking a little bit about your mental health and how we can get our minds on track for the next 21 days. So I'll talk to you guys soon.